And today we're going to be making that simple house using SketchUp for Schools. First thing we need to do is delete our character here. We don't need him. And next we're going to be selecting on our square tool or our rectangle tool. All you have to do for this is drag out a box of random size, doesn't matter what size it is, and we are going to give that a specific measurement of, let's give it 35 feet. So I drag out my box, I don't click anywhere on the screen after setting the box down, and I just type the numbers 35 apostrophe comma 52 apostrophe and enter. And you can see that your box is made to size there. Now you can see it's off of my screen, and to enable us to see it all in just one click, I'm going to click where my rotate or my orbit tool is, and I'm going to click on zoom extents, and then I'm going to just kind of angle it that way, and I'm going to zoom backwards. Okay, now that I have this square set up, I can go ahead and turn that into an actual box by using my push-pull tool. And I'm just going to drag that up to a random size, and I'm going to set it to 25 apostrophe enter. And again, I just set it, or I just type right after setting it to that random size. I'm going to zoom extend again, and I'm going to zoom out a little more so I can see. Our next step is to create a pitched roof on this guy. And to do that, we're going to use our line tool, and we're going to hover over the lines until we see it turn blue, the little dot turn blue, and say midpoint, and we're going to go midpoint to midpoint. Now that we have that midpoint to midpoint connection, I'm going to use my move tool, the little arrows right there, move tool, select it. I'm just going to click on that line that I just made. I'm going to drag it straight up, and I want to make sure that I get this box that shows up that says on blue axis. Very important that you have that. Once you have the pitched roof set to how you would like, we're going to do two things to make this easier for creating a porch. First, I'm going to make my bottom porch level there. So again, I just connected from line to line, and you can zoom in on that as needed. And then I'm going to select up here and do line to line. From there, I use my push-pull tool. I'm going to drag this out to a size. I'm going to drag this one out to that size as well. And you can see the way I did that using my push-pull, I actually moved my mouse down until I saw it connect, and I get a dotted line and a little note that says on edge. So that means these two are the exact same distance. Now I'm going to use my orbit tool. I'm just going to fly in here so I can see a little better, and I might zoom in right here. I'm going to use my square tool to create my column, and from there I'm just going to make a simple box. I'll zoom out. I'll use my push-pull tool, and I'm going to drag this and connect it up like that. Then I'll do the same thing over here. So if you notice, I clicked on it, but I couldn't see where my box went. So instead, what I'll do is I'll zoom in just a little bit so I get a better view. And I'm trying to get, it's called the golden section, and that's when you see the dotted line appear. It also means that it's like a nice perfect square or rectangle, depending on what you want. It's just called the golden section. I'll zoom out. Oh no. Again, if anything happens like that, Control Z will fix it. I'm going to select this pillar, and I'm going to drag it up here. And now I have this nice porch, but I want to make a curved or an angled roof for my porch. So easiest way to do that is taking our line tool. I'm going to connect from this point here, where the pitch of my roof starts. I'm going to connect it to the end of the porch. Now that I have that push-pull tool, I'm just going to shave that away so there's no issue right there. And that is how you make a nice porch. Make sure you add your doors and windows, and try adding a second porch. Make it a nice wraparound porch, or even try adding a garage port onto it. To make my door, I'm just going to make a tall rectangle like that. And then maybe some nice large windows right there. I'll put it like that. And for my door, and this is creative choice, we'll go with my windows first. My windows, I always like to recess those a little bit. just because if this were to be printed out, that would look a little nicer. And my door, I always bring forward just a little bit. Make sure it's just a little bit right there. And then just makes it more pronounced if this were to be printed. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask or leave a comment in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.